me a tip. This guy's a big genius. He says, Eli, you gotta buy this stock. It's advanced radio. Never forget, it's advanced radio. So I call outside the prison, get a contact of mine, and I bought 1,000 shares. It cost me 11,000 bucks. About 11,000 bucks. I had money, and I bought 1,000 shares of a company called Advanced Radio. Now I'm in the prison every day watching the stock go up, and I'm thinking I'm a genius. This is when the stock market was going crazy. I'm watching the stock go up, and it started out at $11. It's at $12, $15, $18. I'm thinking, man, this is the next Microsoft. If you bought $1,000 worth of Microsoft, $1,000 worth of Microsoft, back when they started, if you bought in 2000, this was, you would have been worth $10 million. Just 1,000 shares, $1,000 worth of shares of Microsoft stock, you would have been worth $10 million. So I'm thinking I'm a genius. I'm gonna buy this stock. I said, this is great, man. I'm loving it. I'm reading the USA Today, because I get the USA Today delivered. So I'm reading the USA Today, I'm reading the financial part of it, I'm starting to learn all this stuff, and I'm loving this. I said, this is great. This is really fun, and things are going good. It was so good, I had a guy, Frankie, who used to cook for me. You know, I had connections, so I had some money coming in always, because I'm a retired Coast Guard, I had a pension, and my dad used to send the money to me regularly, so I always had money. So I was paying Frankie every single week to be a cook for me. He used to work in the kitchen, so he'd steal things out of the kitchen, bring me sandwiches to my cell, bring food to my cell. Man, I had it made. This is like, I'm in the best unit in the world, and I'm sending Frankie 50 bucks a week. 50 bucks a week I'm sending him outside on his, what they call street money. So I'm sending 50 bucks every week to his street money. Now, I didn't do anything in this prison. I wasn't bookmaking, I wasn't selling drugs, I wasn't doing anything. I was actually in the law library. I got into the law really good. So every day I'm walking to the law library, learning more, reading books, I'm studying cases, I'm helping people. People are coming up to me, hey, can you help me with my case? There's what they call jailhouse lawyers all over the place in prison. And they charge people. I never charge the person. I can't stand that. I get the hustle, it's called, but I didn't do that. I didn't charge people. I just worked and tried to help them. I really got good at fighting the prison system. And I'll tell you about that later. But I just fought the system. I love learning the law. I learned all about every regulation in prison there is, and what they're supposed to do, what they don't do. And then I learned the law. I started all that because of my own case, on my beating my own gun charge, to beat the 924C. So to beat the 924C, you got to know your shit. You have to know every little detail of that law, and then how does that law apply to whoever's case it is, your own case. Mine was my own case. So I got to know the law very well. I love this prison, and I'm saying, man, this is the best prison in the world. So here I am, I get called to the lieutenant's office. And what the fuck's the lieutenant's office? Whenever you get in trouble, something happens, you report, Lawton 52224-004 to the lieutenant's office. Lawton 52224-004 to the lieutenant's office. What the fuck do you want me for? He goes, hey, Lawton, they called you lieutenant's office. Hey, Lawton. Yeah. I head to the lieutenant's office. We had a guy who worked for the SIS. The SIS in prison, in any prison, is like the FBI of the prison. They investigate guard corruption, they investigate drug deals, they investigate serious assaults, not like stabbings, really when someone gets hurt bad, murders. They are police. They actually have arrest powers as well, not just like a guard. They have arrest powers, and they're agents. So it's called the SIS, Special Investigative Services, or whatever. But it's SIS. So we had a guy, an SIS lieutenant named Figueroa. I'll never forget him. I'm like, what a prick. Still working in the BOP. That's what I heard. Still working in the BOP. What a fucking asshole. So anyway, Figueroa calls me up to the office and says, hey, Lawton. He goes, you're sending $50. You owe Frankie money? So what are you talking about? He goes, you owe Frank money. Frankie Ventura. What are you talking about? I don't know Frankie anything. He goes, well, you sent him $50. I said, listen, man, I'm getting stuff out of the kitchen. I get some food, and I give him money. That's all I'm doing. It's not a big deal. Might be against your regulations, but it's not a big deal. But he swears it's some kind of gambling operation. And he throws it in. I'm in the fucking hole in this beautiful prison. What the fuck? I really didn't do anything. I'm only there 15 months. I'm on this yard 15 months. Leave. Holy shit. I just didn't want to leave. And sure enough, what happens? He come down to me. He said, "Lord, you get transferred." I didn't do anything to get my points up. I didn't get what they call a shot. A shot in prison is an infraction. Like if you fight somebody, you get a shot. If you get caught with a shank or a knife, you get a shot. If you get caught with alcohol or any of that, that's a shot. Drugs is a shot. Disrespecting the officer, telling him to fuck himself, anything like that. That's what a shot or an infraction. So I didn't get any shot or anything. They just thought they knew something, and it was really legitly nothing. And here I am, fucking getting transferred. I'm in the hole for 4 months. It took about 2 months for them to do an investigation on me. And then after they do the investigation, it takes another 2 months to get transferred. I'm in the fucking box for 4 months, but absolutely nothing. Fuck it, where am I going? I know my points don't go higher, so I shouldn't be going back to the penitentiary. I sure am not. I end up going to a place called Jessup, Georgia. So here I am. I leave a great place. I'm going to go to Jessup, Georgia. Jessup, Georgia is outside Brunswick, Georgia, not far from Jacksonville, Florida. Across the line, Brunswick is right one of the big cities in Georgia, closer to Florida, right down there. And it's called Jessup, Georgia. Well, the prison is called FCI Jessup, Federal Correctional Institution Jessup. So I get transferred to Jessup, Georgia, and again, you get on the yard, let me on the yard, they give me a captain's review, a little better this time, and I come on this yard, and I'm like, holy shit, this is even nicer than Coleman. What the fuck? This is the best in the world. This prison has got to be the best. I'm loving this. I said, Jesus, this is, I am like blown away. I said, so here I am in Jessup, Georgia, and I'm getting to know everybody. It's an older prison, not way old, not like Atlanta, but it's older, so they have actually electrical outlets in the cells. That's a big deal because we harbor that electric. I mean, even though you have nothing you can plug in, they're not going to give you something you can plug in. But the electrical outlets are there for like, if you want to buff your floor or something like that, you can plug your stuff in. Obviously, the convicts, know how to make stinger. I explained the stinger in last video where you put the two pieces of metal together, you put a piece of wood in them, put rubber band, and you put the wire so you can dump it in the water, and all of a sudden you got a thing of boiled water. So I'm really getting in the groove in this prison. They got free weights. Well, let me clarify. They took the free weights off the yard, but they left the weight machines. Right now, in the Federal Bureau of Prisons, as I'm speaking, there's no weights on any yard. They took them off every single yard in prison, in the Federal Bureau of Prisons. There's no more. They don't want us to lift both. But we had machines back then. Matter of fact, I had a pretty good total. I had a 1485 total. That's the squat, bench press, and deadlift. I had a 375 bench, 525 deadlift, and a 610 or 6 something squat. And I was in great shape, and I enjoyed that pull-up.
I did it.
Walk the yard.
I
got
did
so
it.
nice. My brother was transferred.
I
now,
did
my
it.
brother was convicted by his